Remember the simpler days of YouTube from around 2007 to 2011 when videos were all poor quality visually but high quality comedically? The internet was a much smaller place back then, so chances are everyone at your school was probably talking about the exact same videos. Whereas now, YouTube has millions and millions of channels and creators, and everyone has their own niche of what they enjoy watching. But 10 to 15 years ago, there was only so much to watch on YouTube, and so we watched the same videos over and over and over again. So much so that you might even still be able to quote them even if you haven't watched them in over a decade. If these videos were to come out now, would they still be half as successful? Probably not, but that's why they hold such a special place in our hearts. So we're gonna look back at 6 of our favorite viral stars that you may have forgotten about right here on Listed. Oh yeah, and don't worry, we've done plenty of digging to find out where these once viral stars are now, and what some of them are doing might actually surprise you. Let's start with one of the original viral videos from back in May of 2007, the Charlie Bit Me video, which is actually titled Charlie Bit My Finger again. The video has racked up almost 1 billion views over the last 13 years and will always be one of the most iconic YouTube moments in history. We've all quoted this more times than we can count, and I know you're ready to see the OG clip again, so here you go.
Charlie. Charlie bit me. Ah. Ah. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Ouch, Charlie. Ow! Charlie, that really hurt.
Now, if that doesn't bring you back to 2007, I don't know what will. But funny enough, for the video's 10-year anniversary, Charlie and Harry filmed the video again, but obviously much older this time around.
Ow! Ow! Ow, Charlie! That really hurt, Charlie, and it's still hurting.
But what you might not know is that the video changed their lives forever. According to The Sun, since the video was posted, it racked in around $1.5 million in royalties. And funny enough, according to the boys' dad, the video was actually never meant to be public. Their dad, Howard, said, quote, "It was only meant for family members. In 2007, sharing video files about 50 megabytes was hard. It was too big for email, so YouTube stood out as a great vehicle to share videos." And Howard actually went back to delete the video on YouTube once his family had all seen it, but he changed his mind when he saw how many views it had gotten. He said, quote, "After our people had seen it, I didn't see any point in it being there any longer. But when I went back to delete it, it was then I realized the video had a lot of views, almost doubling every day. So we decided to embrace it." And so what have the boys been up to since their big break in 2007? Well, the family have kept uploading videos to their YouTube channel, which has amassed more than 1 billion views. And after their rise to viral internet stardom, Harry and Charlie have made countless TV appearances and have starred in commercials. The family decided to use their YouTube cash to put their children, they now have 3 boys, through private education. Alright, now let's move on to another viral video from back in 2007. Another hilarious home video that my friends and I quoted down the halls of our school. The girl in the video is named Cassie, and you may not recognize that name, but you will definitely recognize this face.
Said I'm gonna kick his ass.
Oh. That's not nice.
Is he gonna come in here? He's gonna kick my
This honestly might be one of my personal favorites from back in the day because 1, of Cassie's adorable bowl cut, and 2, because she just kept on going on with her rant about these monsters.
He will come out and kick my
Okay.
and I can kick his.
Cassie eventually went on Ellen, and by then she had learned that what she was saying was actually a bad word.
Are you still afraid that the monster will kick your ass?
That's a bad word.
What's that?
That's a bad word.
Yes.
And Cassie definitely had her 15 minutes of fame, but from her Instagram page, she seems to be living a very normal life now like any other high schooler. And she's stepped away from her internet fame. But we will always love the harsh words she had for those monsters, and we thank you for the YouTube memories, Cassie. Okay, next up is another OG YouTuber who was massive on the platform from 2006 to 2013. We've got to talk about the one, the only Liam Kyle Sullivan. If you watched YouTube back in the early days, that name most definitely rings a bell. But if his name doesn't, his music probably will.
Shoes. Shoes.
Oh my god, shoes. Shoes. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. These shoes rule. These shoes suck!
Yes, the iconic shoes video. It's gotten tens of millions of views over the past 13 years and will go down in history as one of the most quoted YouTube videos of all time. I mean, if you didn't quote this scene to your parents, did you even watch YouTube in 2007?
What are you gonna do with your life?
I'm going to get what I want.
And Liam Carl Sullivan didn't stop with just one viral moment. He was one of the biggest YouTube stars of his time. He punched out hit after hit. Following Shoes, he released another song to pretty much the same tune called Let Me Borrow That Top.
Let me borrow the top. Let me borrow that 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 f***ing top.
That song also got millions and millions of views on YouTube. But Liam didn't only make music videos, he also made comedy videos. Remember the video called Muffins, where the muffins get progressively more ridiculous as it goes on? Yep, that was him too.
Altero muffin. Elephant. Pencil. Newspaper. Fire! Imaginary muffin.
And he became such a staple in the YouTube viral community that he even performed Shoes at VidCon in 2012. After uploading many successful videos, Liam disappeared off the platform for a bit around 2013. But then on May the 8th, 2016, he uploaded a video called 10 Years Later.
Yeah, you see this video? It's like 10 years old. I don't know how I missed this. It's so funny. It's like this teenage girl singing about shoes. Shoes. Oh my god, shoes. Have you seen it?
Hon, I have to tell you something.
Unfortunately, he deleted the video off his channel without ever giving a real explanation, and he hasn't uploaded another video to his channel since. But we did some digging around and found out what the once iconic YouTuber is up to now. On his professional website, liamcarlsullivan.com, he wrote a little note to fans about why he stopped making his own videos. He wrote, quote, "You may know me from the early days of YouTube. In 2006, I made the shoes video, the muffins video, and many others. Maybe you're asking yourself, what is that guy doing with his life now? Well, I've become a professional editor, a husband, and a father. I've retired from making my own videos, but I do like hearing from those who enjoyed my videos over the years. They are still available on YouTube, the Kelly album is still available on iTunes, and merch is at Teespring. I am so grateful that the work I did is still being enjoyed. Thank you for watching." And so while he's retired from making his own YouTube videos, Liam Carl Sullivan really paved the way for people who are now able to reach their dreams on YouTube by doing something out there, different, and fun. And Liam wasn't the only viral star who paved the way for others on YouTube. Another big name from the early days of YouTube is Chris Crocker. You probably remember Chris from back in 2007 when he uploaded his famous "Leave Britney Alone" videos to both his MySpace page and YouTube channel.
Leave Britney Spears alone right now! I mean it! Anyone who has a problem with her, you deal with me. Because she's not well right now!
Chris Crocker released the pair of videos after Britney Spears' unfortunate comeback performance at the MTV Video Music Awards. We all know 2007 was a rough year for Britney, and she faced backlash for some sloppy dancing and lip syncing during that VMA performance. But Chris had her back. He sat against the backdrop of a white sheet with thick black eyeliner streaming down his face, and he broke down in tears defending Britney from bloggers like Perez Hilton.
Anyone out there make fun of Britney after all she's been through? She lost her aunt. She went through a divorce.
And Chris most certainly didn't hold back on the haters.
And because all you people want is more! Leave her alone!
And 10 years after he originally posted the video, Chris Crocker sat down with Rolling Stone to talk about why he got into posting videos in the first place. He explained that he was a 19-year-old gay teenager living with his grandparents in Tennessee. It was a tough time for him as he had to be homeschooled after incessant bullying. But on MySpace and YouTube, he was able to be himself through his funny videos. And Chris also explained how he is pleasantly surprised that he accidentally opened up the floodgates for many YouTubers today, especially those in the gay community. He's still making funny content and is still very present on social media, though you wouldn't recognize him if you only knew him from what he looked like in the Leave Britney Alone own video. Oh, and he's also pretty popular on OnlyFans, if you know what I mean. Let's move on to another viral star who is still creating content for her fans, old and new. Our girl, Rebecca Black. We all know her from her viral music video for her song Friday that dropped back in 2011. And I'm so sorry to do this to you because I know it's gonna be stuck in your head for the rest of the day now, but here it is.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
The video has nearly 150 million views on YouTube and counting. And in case you didn't know the backstory behind the Friday music video, back in 2010, a classmate of Rebecca's told her about a record label, Arc Music Factory. According to the New York Times, Rebecca's mum paid Arc Music $4,000 to produce the music video, while the Black family retained ownership of both the master and the video. But unlike some other viral videos, Friday actually took a minute to pick up traction. The video was uploaded to YouTube on February the 10th, 2011 and received only around 1,000 views in the first month. But then the video went viral in March 2011, acquiring millions of views in a matter of days, and it became the most discussed topic on Twitter. Most of the media coverage surrounding Friday was negative. But hey, Rebecca has created an entire career out of it. She is one of the most active viral stars on social media today, though she has grown up big time since her Friday days. Honestly, I'm not sure I would have recognized her now if I only knew Rebecca from the Friday music video. Back in 2013, she went on to release another song called Saturday, which didn't slap as hard as Friday did, but still got tens of millions of views. And now she's still putting out music to this day. She still uploads her new music videos to her YouTube channel, though her voice and look have undergone a complete transformation since Friday. She also uploads other funny content to her channel, like reactions to her old embarrassing red carpet looks.
I was in 8th grade at the time. I was 13. I'd like run the mile in PE that day at school and didn't have time to go home and shower before I had to get to this event. So if my bangs look a little greasy, it's just sweat.
And honestly, we are so here for Rebecca's 2020 vibe. Although gotta admit, we will never not think of Friday when we think of her. Alright, this brings us to our last, but certainly not least, viral star you may have forgotten about, Noah Ritter. Did you really think we could do an entire video on viral stars and not talk about the apparently kid? Of course not. Noah became a viral sensation in 2014 after being offered the microphone from a news reporter to discuss his experience at the Wayne County Fair.
Apparently sometimes I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently Grandpa just gives me a remote after we watch the Powerball.
This was one of those videos that you were quoting at school even if you hadn't seen it yourself. And that video was heard around the world and has been viewed almost 50 million times on YouTube. Noah, like many other viral stars, went on the Ellen DeGeneres show soon after his video went viral.
What is it, Noah?
My first time on a talk show.
Oh, man. Welcome.
But Ellen clearly loved Noah because he eventually became a regular on Ellen's show. He made multiple appearances, went on trips for the show, and even interviewed celebrities.
Nothing but some pizza and definitely recharge your batteries. And that was some delicious pizza. I hate LA pizza.
Hate LA pizza?
Oh my God, disgusting.
He eventually took some time off after being a regular on Ellen, and many fans wondered where he went. It seems like he probably was just apparently going to school and apparently doing things that other normal kids do. But over the past year, he's been back on YouTube posting what he calls PG-13 videos.
That's the apparently kid. I just want to say, disclaimer, this channel is PG-13. So if you're under the age of 13, please do not watch this channel anymore.
His new videos don't get nearly as many views as the original apparently video once did, but he certainly could go viral again. But I want to know what you guys think of these viral video stars. Obviously, we couldn't include every viral video star, but hopefully you enjoyed looking back on these as much as we did. Get the conversation started right here in the comment section below, and for more Clevver News updates, click right over here for details about another viral video star. I'm your host, Susan Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.